Hi, my name is Niall Ó Tuathail and I'm a Dáil candidate for the Social Democrats in Galway, Ireland. Press freedom is something that I take really seriously. I know sometimes for a politician it's easier not to have the media prodding around what you're doing or trying to throw light on what you're doing, but I absolutely know that if you're going to do the best job that you can as a politician, you need to have the pressure and the transparency from high quality journalists and investigative reporters if you're going to do the best work. That's the best way to make sure people are at the heart of the decisions that we make as politicians, and it's the best way to stamp out corruption. So it's really worrying when at the heart of the EU, in a country like Malta, there was a murder of an investigative journalist, Daphne Caruana Galizia, and 2 years after her death, there still hasn't been the independent inquiry that her family are looking for. Now, there's been some positive developments. It looks like things are moving very quickly, but I absolutely would want to send out a message of solidarity to people in Malta and to journalists in Malta that I support you here from Ireland, and that I hope that Daphne's family and her friends get the resolution that she deserves and the justice that she deserves. So I think it's really important to protect press, the physical safety of journalists all around the world, and Ireland has to do more at an international level, at an EU level, bilateral meetings at the UN level. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs should really be bringing up freedom of the press at these meetings, being vocal about it. And it's the absolute best way that we can, to have a good quality journalism all over the world. It's the best way to protect citizens' interests and to root out corruption. And we absolutely have to be doing that at an international level. More at home, we also need to protect journalists here at home. We have some of the most restrictive libel laws in the world, and really we need to be protecting journalists to allow them to do good quality investigative work without the fear of being sued by people with huge budgets, and not letting them to bring the truth to light. And if we're going to have proper journalism in Ireland, proper investigative journalism where it's very clear how decisions are being made and for whom, we need to protect journalists. We really need to look at libel laws. The other thing we need to look at is the business model in news, because it's changed so much over the last 5-10 years. And with the internet now, whenever someone moves from being a print reader to an online reader, the newspaper loses about 90% of its revenue. And so we need to respond to that, because good quality journalism actually saves the government money, and so there's a real case for state support to high quality news. And so we need to look at how RTE is funded. We do need to look at how RTE, our national broadcaster, how well they're spending money, but absolutely it needs to be funded, and particularly the investigative and great reporting that goes on in RTE. And then outside of RTE, I think we can be looking at really innovative ways to get money into good quality news. So one idea would be, say, having a voucher system where citizens could pick their news source, a quality news source that they want to receive news from, and from that they fund the news. And that's a way to kind of make the news more democratic, to make it independent of government, so you still have that independence, and it's a way to get more money into high quality journalism. So it's something that's really important to me. I want to make sure that we protect journalism and journalists in Ireland and abroad, and it's something that I'll be campaigning on as a Social Democrats candidate for the Dáil. Thank you very much.